everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of Halcyon Heights. You might be a little confused. Where are we? What's going on, Elaine? This isn't our dirt house. What are all these animals doing here? What is this hill? What is this cherry grove? Well, my friends, welcome to our new area for 1.20 on the server. I am so excited to start building here. I'm so excited to start working on the big base plans. Whoops, started getting a little bit dark there and wanted to set it back today. So now we're nice and safe. But I would like to apologize for the delay in videos. Unfortunately, I ended up getting sick and losing my voice. So if I sound a little bit croaky still or a little bit off, that's the reason why. Maybe some weird cuts from some coughing, but you know, I just want to get back into it. I'm too excited. I want to get started on our base. But I'm very, very happy with this area. This, to me, is the new world generation. And I haven't really had the chance to properly explore that yet, as my long-term hardcore world started on 1.17. The last Chronicle of Halcyon Heights started on 1.18. Maybe 1.17 as well, actually. So I haven't really got to enjoy this new terrain yet, and I'm excited. This area is absolutely stunning, and I have some amazing plans, some amazing ideas. I can't stop walking. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be back. I'm just Now, what are we gonna do today? That's the question. Honestly, I think we need to get started on some early game Minecraft things. Well, not necessarily early game, but things like farms and resources and just all the little necessities that you're going to need over time. Fortunately, there is a village here, so I'm excited to get some villagers ready to go. One of the things I've been struggling with is food, so it might be time to get a bit of a farmer going. I need a way to make emeralds, so I'll probably just make a Fletcher or something like that, trade sticks for emeralds. Yeah, I'd also like a creeper farm. I use a lot of rockets. I am not shy to use a rocket or 2 or 12 or 64 or 64,000. So I think I'm going to need my own personal creeper farm in order to keep up with that. Probably a sugarcane farm as well. Every time I start thinking of the things I need to do, the list just gets longer and longer and I start to get overwhelmed. Does anyone else have that problem when they're playing Minecraft? Do you find that if you do things slightly out of order and you start to think about all the things you need to do for what you actually want to do, you just kind of go, oh my God, what am I going to do? Yeah? No? Okay, that's fine. You know, it's fine. There is a couple of things I would like to do today. I think I would like to get the creeper farm started, and I would also like to start gathering some resources for a tunnel bore. As this season I do plan to sell cobbled deep slate, and also I'm going to be building with a lot of cobbled deep slate and deep slate tiles. I need a way to get a lot of cobbled deep slate. In saying that, the wonderful Misty Joy 11 gifted us with 11, I'm not kidding, 11 shulker boxes of cobbled deep slate. What? That's so generous. I don't know if she knows I'm going to be selling cobbled deep slate at some point, but she knew that I needed a lot and she was just kind enough to give it to me. At some point, we definitely need to do something nice for Misty and find a way to give her a gift back. Something that I have done on stream over the past couple of days, actually, as my voice has started to come back, I did manage to get myself hooked up to the nether, so that's very exciting. If we head to maps here, we are a solid distance from our original base area. Spawn has now been moved to the shopping district and we are all the way down here, but we got a beautiful cherry grove biome right next to us, which was a little bonus actually. When I was originally planning out this base area, I was looking at the seed on 1.19. And so I didn't know this was going to be here. I have plans to extend it right up to this hillside, but I'm not exactly sure yet how my base is going to spread around this area. So we'll see how we go, what ends up happening there. First thing I'd like to do today is move some villagers. I don't really want them in this main area here, so I think I'm going to dig a little bit of a hole into the side of this wall here, as I do have plans to eventually remove this path, and I do have plans to remove all of the buildings. I'm just going to jump in free cam for a moment so you can see what I mean. This is not connected, so I'd like to tear this all out, have this complete moat basically around this center island. I've decided decided that a little hole in the wall is probably the safest bet. So we're going to dig something out here and maneuver them. Wish me luck. If anything goes wrong, hopefully I'll get it on video and you can laugh along at my pain, because honestly, if we're not laughing, we're crying, and I don't feel like crying today. So I've dug out a little hole here. I've prepped a couple of spots. I don't know how many villagers are still left, so we're just going to kind of dig this out for now, see how many we get in here. I like to transport villagers via boat. I'm going to find a way to get rid of these path blocks so we can just boat them straight across into here. I'll put some doors in. I'll find a way to maybe make this look a bit more something. Maybe make this blend into the terrain a little bit more is what my brain was attempting to say. Okay, we've got our first villager here. Wish me luck. Let's turn on hitboxes so I don't accidentally hit him. No, not quite close enough. Okay, that's fine. You know, there we go. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have planned it any better. Now, the other tricky part is getting them out of the minecarts without hurting them. So I did put my stone away, but that's okay. Let's maybe block this up here. Get this trapdoor there ready to go. What if I remove the block above their head just temporarily? I put the hitboxes on. Nice. Okay, that went way too smoothly. Okay, something's got to go wrong on the next one for sure. Made a grave mistake. I've made a grave mistake. No, this is not going to work. Okay, I'm going to have to reevaluate my entire life choices. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it's night and break the boat and hope that the villager runs into their beds. Okay, fantastic. Now, let's make sure we block this back off so they can't get out. Put the boat back down and let's sleep ourselves. I think that's crisis averted. I definitely need to go and replace all of those path blocks so that we don't have that happen again. Hey, buddy. Yeah, that's what I thought. You might be wondering how I'm getting rid of the path blocks. Well, yeah, that's how. Right, we're back with Villager 2, and I thought it would be best to record it just in case something goes wrong. You just never know. Oh, okay. Yeah, stay there. No, stay there. Stay there. Okay. The minecart can't seem to get enough momentum before hitting the villager. There we go. Nice. We're doing well. We're doing well. This villager appears to have got themselves in a little bit of a pickle. So we're actually going to keep it very simple here. Have them in the boat and just drop them straight down. There we go. Beautiful. Too easy. Right. Okay. Yep, I should have seen that coming. Okay. It's fine. Totally what I meant to do. All being friends here. You know, we're friendly. We're super friendly. Yeah. I swear it. I won't even suffocate you in the roof. I promise. Something always has to go wrong, I swear. Well, what do we have here, hey? Couple of villagers. Perfect. Just what I always needed. Can you two stop making like faces at each other though? Like, come on. Separate. We got things we need to do. We got people to see. This is not going to plan. Okay, we finally did that part. Now we need to make sure that the path we take them down doesn't land us on any path blocks that we can't manage to recover from. I think we're going to have some trouble down this way. Let's maybe get that sorted. Most of the places I've decided to leave the path block, especially down in that corner there. As long as I've got a block to drop off of, I think we'll be fine. The main spot I'm concerned about was down on the connection, because once we're down below that block, it becomes very difficult to get back up. I will quickly fill this in here so that we can drop down that way, and that should be perfect. Let's see how we go with the first one. And we made it down perfectly, no dramas at all. Why did that sound sarcastic? Because I wasn't being. We genuinely did. I'm quite surprised. We have 6 villagers, which is actually, I think, the perfect amount. I don't think I have any others locked away anywhere, and they're all rescued from their homes, and now they're in a little community, nice and safe. As you can see, none of them have trades yet. I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to trade with villagers just as of yet. I'm not sure what shops are going to be in existence soon, so we're just going to play it by ear. I think definitely a way to get emeralds, definitely a way to get food, and then yeah, we'll figure it out from there. My next plan is actually to tear down all the buildings we have here. Not that there's too many, but it'd be nice to get rid of the buildings, and I left all this stone here, oopsies. It'd be nice to get rid of all the buildings, all the pathways. I do also eventually have plans to bring this mountaintop down a little bit. I would like to have a slightly larger flat top than is currently in existence. I'm honestly thinking about this height. Otherwise, if we jump into free cam, we can get a good look at the island here. This height would be good, or the next tier, this one here. The only thing we need to be conscious of is there's actually a giant cave underneath, so we will need to make sure that whatever level we do decide on is not going to be too close to this cave, and this is going to be the centerpiece of our builds. Well, I've been making some pretty good progress at tearing things down. The house over there is gone, working on this one here. When I look over and I see a sign, what does this mean? I'm scared. Maybe something's happened in my base and I didn't notice. Honestly, would not surprise me if that was the case, but so far everything looks about the same as how I left it. I don't really see anything. My chests are pretty full and pretty chaotic as it is, so honestly, who knows? Maybe it was just a drop in, check out my base, see what's happening. But I'm gonna go back to tearing down the building. Well, I'm pretty happy with the progress that we've been making. I have managed to tear down all of the houses except one, I believe. If we have a look at this mountaintop, it has been dug down. I did not use a beacon. I had no luck trying to get some skulls from wither skeletons, but that is definitely on the list of things that I want to continue to work on. You know I'd walk 1,000 miles. Okay, I'll stop singing. Apparently there's like a million. I do eventually plan on tearing this part out as well, but I'm just not quite sure what to do with all these animals for the moment, as it would be good to keep them, but I just don't know what I want to do. While I was working on this project, I did realize that there's no rocket shop on the server, no one has made mention of having any rockets available, and I use a lot of rockets. This is the sugarcane farm I've made on stream. It's honestly pretty slow and could probably use like another couple modules of this sort of size. I have AFK'd it pretty significantly to make sure it grows properly, as I'm not sure if doing stuff around my base actually loads this in, so we have been specifically hanging out here a little bit. I've been busy gathering, collecting, and we are going to make a creeper farm. I actually have never made a creeper farm specifically for creepers. I've made flushing mob farms for generic mobs, for a little bit of everything, which has been great in a single player world, but I think I want to make a dedicated creeper farm. So I've had a look at some tutorials, and I'm going to use the SergeQuadrado tutorial that I'll link down in the description below. We're just going to jump right on into it. Would you look at that? It's all finished. AFK point. 1 level of the farm is done. We have our chests here. Oh, you can hear it working already. I've done a fair bit of AFKing. I've probably got a total of 3 double chests worth so far, which is fantastic. I have also opened the farm up for anyone to use if they want. I think this week I'm going to add a second layer when I get a chance, maybe on stream or something like that, as it is so easy to layer, which I love. This is just great. I now have basically unlimited access to rockets, but we do have a full shulker now of rocket supplies, so we are set. I'm feeling much more comfortable and I'm really happy with the progress. I had planned on gathering some resources in order for us to begin working on the tunnel bore, but we've actually run out of time. Something I did work on in between the creeper farm and now was a little gift box for Misty Joy, who's been moving. We've designed it as a moving box, brown like cardboard boxes, and we've got it kitchen stuff number 2. Some things are just kind of like silly and renamed. The most important thing here is we're gifting some Swift Sneak as a learn your way around the kitchen book, and some purple food coloring or purple dye, as I know Misty does require a lot of that. I do have some extra in my ender chest to give as well, but it kind of ruined the aesthetic of the vibe. We're gonna go drop that off at her base and hopefully she gets to see it at some point during the week. Next episode is definitely going to be gathering resources for the tunnel bore. Hopefully we'll finally have a beacon. Maybe we'll have some luck with wither skeletons on stream, we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm actually really happy with the progress so far, especially with the top of the mountain. Maybe next episode we'll figure out what to do with those animals up the top as well. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye! Maybe we'll have some luck with some the progress. Ow.